From around 40, it becomes a little bit more difficult to keep our weight stable as women. Sometimes we gain weight, although we don't really change our eating habits. Our hormones are to blame. And in this video, I'm telling you more about 5 hormones that can make your weight loss really difficult. My name is Sabine. I'm a nutritionist and health coach, and I specialize in thyroid health, and I help women over 30 improve their sleep, their mood, their energy levels, and overall I help them to get their zing back. Unexplained weight gain is just one of many symptoms your body shows when hormones get out of balance. Other symptoms can include mood swings, lack in energy, headaches, anxiety, heavy painful periods, sleep issues, PMS, digestive issues such as constipation and bloating, hot flushes, water retention, low libido, cravings for sweet or salty foods, and hair loss. A lot of women don't really connect those symptoms with hormone imbalance. Doctors tend to say that those symptoms are normal and are quick to prescribe antidepressants at that point. And I know this from personal experience and from clients, friends, and family. I want to talk to you about 5 hormones that can influence your weight. The first hormone, thyroid hormones. Our thyroid regulates our metabolism. And when it is not functioning well, if you have an underactive thyroid, the metabolism slows down and it can lead to weight gain. Other symptoms such as constipation, hair loss, fatigue, and dry skin can be a sign of a low functioning thyroid. And you can complete my free thyroid health evaluation quiz to find out how well your thyroid is functioning and what you can do next. And I will post a link to it in the description. A lot of the times, our thyroid reacts to an imbalance in other hormones because the functioning of the thyroid depends on a lot of other factors, such as levels of emotional and physical stress in your life, excess estrogen, gut and liver issues, environmental toxins, and nutrient deficiencies. And the hormone number 2 is insulin. The carbohydrates in our food are broken down into smaller parts called glucose, and insulin is responsible to make sure the glucose gets into the cells. However, if we eat too much sugar and refined carbohydrates, the cells can't uptake that much, and insulin then stores the rest as fat. And the hormone number 3 is cortisol. Cortisol is our survival hormone, so it's really important when we're in danger and or have low blood sugar, for example. However, the chronic stress that most of us are exposed to in today's world leads to constant high cortisol levels in our body, and our brain thinks that there's real danger combined with a potential upcoming starvation period and tells the body to store fat just in case. And more on the connection between stress and weight gain in a previous blog, and I'll post a link to that in the description as well. And because cortisol is so important for our survival, it gets the VIP pass over all other hormones. So if you have thyroid or fertility issues, for example, you always have to look at your stress levels as well and tackle that. And the hormone number 4 is leptin. Leptin is our fuel indicator hormone, and I tend to compare it with the little dial in your car that tells you how much fuel you've got left. It is produced in the fat cells and tells our brain when we can stop eating because there's enough energy in our cells. So one would think that when you're overweight and you have more fat cells and more leptin, you have more leptin, but in most cases, your body becomes leptin resistant because the communication between your brain and the cells doesn't work properly anymore. So the message that you're full and can stop eating reaches your brain a lot later or not at all. It's very important to reduce the refined carbohydrates and the sugar in the diet and make sure that you're sleeping well for at least 7 to 8 hours to make sure that your body becomes more sensitive again to the signals sent by leptin. And the hormone number 5 is estrogen. When we are over 40-ish, we enter the perimenopausal phase. So the time before our menopause. And in that time, our estrogen and other female hormones start to fluctuate. So often between 35 and 45, we have estrogen excess, which can lead to fat storage. And as mentioned earlier, an excess of estrogen can also have an impact on your thyroid hormones. So you can start regulating your estrogen by making sure you eat enough fiber found in foods such as green leafy vegetables like kale, spinach, watercress, rocket, and eat broccoli and cabbage and cauliflower. And also by giving your liver some love. And I will add a link to a blog with some tips on that in the description as well. So you can see that really our hormones are to blame, and they can be seen as messengers. They can tell you a lot about what is not working properly in your body. And I'm trained in translating those messages and finding out what your body is trying to tell you, and then coming up with a plan of how you can get it all back into balance. And if you think then that you have a hormone imbalance, I'd be happy to help you get it all back into balance. And often a comprehensive hormone test can give an amazing insight to where your body's at with the hormones. And if you'd like to find out more about testing and hormone balancing, then book a free 30-minute chat with me and I can see how I can be of help. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.